Okay, hopefully this will help someone else out. We have a dish tailgater that we use in our RV all the time. Normally works great. Got to the campground today, plugged it up, couldn't find a satellite dish, nothing, no how, no way. You could listen to it, you could hear things turning in there. I thought, well, it's working, but after I took it apart, then I found the problem. I noticed all this black stuff first. So what's this black coming from? Then look down here. It turns out there's a little rubber wheel that makes this thing pivot back and forth, and it rotates and locks into all the satellite dishes. Now, I don't know if I can buy this rubber wheel or not, but after checking this out closely, only half of it has wore out. You see it there. So you can get your little Allen wrench here. Looks like it was what size was it? A 1/16? Yeah, 1/16 Allen wrench. We'll get this screw out. Luckily I had one in the RV. And originally this wheel was sitting in here just like that. But it was only running on like half of the mechanism here instead of being fully. So maybe that's what made it wear out quicker. So my plan is to get some TV working. I'm just going to flip it over and do it like that. And I hope that will work. Keep my fingers crossed. I don't think there's any timing, no timing issues, should not be affected that way. So I'm going to flip it over, put it back together. So when you get into this thing, it's no problem at all. Take your screws out from the bottom, there's 4. And then once you get inside here, when it's all together, you got these little clips, you push those back, and then the whole thing will unlock and just lift right out. And you have this little bracket to take off, and then once you do the Allen screw and the Allen wrench, the wheel will come off. I also loosened this screw up here, so this would bend out a little bit more for me. So I'm going to put all this back together and see if it works. Of course, if it don't work, I won't post this video, but if it gets posted, you know it worked. Thanks. Bye. Oh, okay. Update. It seems to be working. Check this out how cool this is. So if you've never taken one apart, this is how it works. It scans around, because you can see here it's doing the scan. Goes around, looks for all the satellites, and here's the wheel I just flipped over. And we'll see what it does. It should rotate the other way. It goes back around. Ain't that the coolest thing? Alright. There it goes. See, it moved just a little bit. Alright. So it seems to be working. It's looking. Of course, it's inside of an RV. I don't think it's going to find anything. Now what's it doing? It gets its thinking. But anyway, that's what's going on inside that box when you close it all up and it's looking for a satellite. Okay, update and final assembly of my dish tailgater. I ordered a new wheel from, what's it called? King Controls, I think is the name of it. And of course it failed early on me, and I got to tracking down why. And what I found out is, of course, originally when I took it apart, I noticed, see if I can get a better picture here, this piece here was out, like this. So the rubber drive wheel would only catch about halfway. And that's what was causing it to fail early. Okay, now I've got it adjusted so it meets right in line with it. But in order to do that, I had to do a little more investigation to find out why it kept kicking out to the side. And what I found out was, when you turn this up like this, you notice where this plastic bracket is mounted to the dish, and you got these little strengthening ribs. Well, both of these little strengthening ribs was hitting the plastic, and so when this little screw would tighten up, it would push it sideways. So I just added 2 very small washers on both ends, tightened it up, And now everything is lined up nice and neat, and I should get good long life out of my new rubber wheel. Last more than a year this time. And also, as a side note, the original wheel took I think it was a 1/16 Allen wrench to remove it. But I noticed on my replacement wheel, it now takes a 2mm Allen wrench. So I guess depending on production date, you may have to have a 2mm Allen wrench and or a 1/16. But we're going to put this baby all back together with a new wheel and see how that does. Thanks for watching.
Okay, here we are working. Scanning the skies, trying to find all the satellites. Pretty cool gizmo. Some great technology. Scan, scan, scan. Guess it's getting close. Zooming in. Okay, she's done. She's locked. Cool. Okay. In the RV. Now check this out. How this, in case you don't know. When you change channels, it moves as you change channels. So if you jump into a different satellite, it automatically switches to the other satellite. And you never would know that unless you took it apart to see how it works. Pretty cool. That's how it works. Oh, the cat's freaking out. Get your nose out of there, cat. Don't block my signal. Silly cats.